This training will serve as a comprehensive guide on effectively managing resident spending. We will cover key aspects of resident expenditures, best practices for maintaining transparency and objectivity, and strategies for ensuring compliance with Orion's policies. By the end of this session, you will be equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to manage resident funds in a way that promotes accountability and enhances communication within your team. Let's get started. Resident Spending Ledger. Ledgers are provided to a specific resident per check and expense report. Social Security will request a copy of the ledger to review and audit the resident's expenses. You must sign for the resident's checks on the petty cash sign-out sheet before you can take the check to the resident. Spending money is issued in the form of a check made payable to petty cash and is to be cashed within 5 working days of receipt. Keep each resident's spending money separate. Use the zipper pouch with the resident's name on it. Do not commingle any funds. Resident's petty cash expense report is resident-specific and used to track expenditures. The notes section is intended for specifying items such as summer clothes, winter clothes, etc. Please ensure that funds are allocated strictly for the designated purpose. Additionally, be sure to include all relevant receipts. The beginning balance is carried over from the previous month. The new resident amount is issued at the beginning of the new month. The cash disbursed and transaction date should be a brief description of what the cash was used for example, hand-given, fries, McDonald's, etc., and the date the cash was disbursed to the resident. The signature and name must be included of the staff member, the resident, and a witness. Turn in all receipts from the cash that was given to the resident. The receipt must include resident's name and house. As shown, this is an example of an accepted receipt. Card transactions are not accepted. As shown, this is an example of an unacceptable receipt. Update the balance after every withdrawal by adding or subtracting the cash given. This should be the total amount at the end of the month, which will be the beginning balance for the next month. Then, both the manager and coordinator will print and sign their name. The resident's spending money expense and receipts must be submitted monthly by the due date specified. Residents should not be purchasing for other residents. Residents have a limited amount of money, which should be used for essentials and necessities. As demonstrated. This is an example of a resident purchasing items for others, which is not allowed. Please encourage residents to refrain from buying items for others. Here is another example of an unacceptable receipt, as it lacks key details such as the business name, payment method, cash or card, and the name of the individual it was for. Please take a moment to review the provided examples of the ledgers. An ideal example of the resident spending ledger is shown above. An example of an incorrect resident spending ledger is also shown above. Resident birthday money. You must sign for the resident's birthday check on the birthday sign-out sheet before you can take the check to the resident. A birthday check for $30 is made payable to petty cash and will include an attached sign-off birthday slip. Residents must sign the birthday sign-off slip and submit it within 5 working days of obtaining their signature. You do not need to submit receipts for the $30 given to the residents, as this is a gift from Orion Homes. If you have any questions, never hesitate to ask. We are a team and are all here to help each other. Contact finance if you have any questions or concerns.